I welcome you all for this presentation. In this presentation, we are going to discuss about introduction to data structures. We all are aware that in our course, we are having data structures and algorithms. And in this presentation, we are just introducing the data structures. And in the next presentation, we will be discussing the, we are just introducing the algorithms part. So this is the overview of this presentation. What is a data structure? Then classification of data structures, then operations on data structures, abstract data type, followed by summary of this presentation. So what is the data structure? In this semester we are studying this course. So what is the data structure? You may feel that what is a data structure? Mainly this data structure is a way of storing data in a computer, because in many ways we can store the data, but how efficiently we are storing the data, that plays a vital role. So the data structure is a way of storing data in a computer so that it can be used efficiently. The efficient term is very important here. It can be used efficiently and it will allow the most efficient algorithm to be used. This is the main key point in this definition. Then this data structure should be seen as a logical concept and that must address two fundamental concerns. That is how the data will be stored and what operations will be performed on it. So these two things we are mainly focusing here. For that we are having different techniques that only we are going to learn in this course. So how the data will be stored in the memory or in the computer and what operations with the stored data, just like storing the data, what it means, simply storing it without doing any operations, what it means, it is of no use. So we are just storing the data and what operations will be performed on that particular data. This is the logical concept behind the data structure. So coming to the classification of data structures, the data structure is classified into two categories, simple data structures and compound data structures. And in the simple data structure, it mainly uses the primitive data types. I think all of you might know what is this simple data structure, that is the primitive data type. Arrays you all aware of. In programming NC you have learnt and you implemented how to use array. Then pointers also you know, then structure you know, union you know. There is one simple difference between structure and union, that also you know. So suppose you forgot that, means you please take your previous textbooks or whatever materials you have. You please refer it and find out what is the difference between each and every primitive data types, that is arrays, pointers, structure and union, and where we use and when we use. All those things you must be aware of. You just revisit those topics now. And so here we are not concentrating because already you studied these topics in the previous year. So we are not going to concentrate on these topics in this semester or in this course. In this course we are going to concentrate only the compound data structures. So from the name you know what is simple and what is compound. Compound means we can use one or more simple data structures here to create the new data structures. And coming to the compound data structure, it is categorized into linear data structures and non-linear data structures. And in the linear data structure, we are having stack, queue and list. And in the non-linear data structure, we are having trees and graphs. So these linear as well as non-linear data structures only we are going to discuss. We will be discussing in this course in detail. So what is the simple data structure? So simple, it is very simple. This particular person is very simple. What that means? They are not showing any scenes and all. They are very simple in each and every aspects, right? So those persons only we call it as a simple personality. Likewise, here also we are having a simple data structure. Here the simple data structure means it is constructed with the help of primitive data structure, that is the base data structure. It is constructed with the help of base data structure. Primitive data structure is mainly used to represent the standard data types of any one of the programming languages. Example for primitive data structures are arrays, pointers, structures and unions. Then coming to the compound data structure, it is constructed with the help of any one of the primitive data structure. So we are getting the help of the primitive data structure to construct the compound data structure, and it mainly have some specific functionality. So in order to have, or in order to solve some specific problem, we are going in for some compound data structure. So it is having some specific functionality, and it is mainly designed by the user based on their own requirements. So this compound data structure is categorized into linear data structure and non-linear data structure. Let us see what is linear and non-linear data structure. So here the non-linear data structure is constructed as a continuous arrangement of data elements in the memory. Say for example, in your class, the roll number 2 person is sitting in the middle of 1 and 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4 likewise. This is a continuous arrangement of data elements. And if you are storing the roll number of a students in a class, then it is a continuous arrangement. Roll number wise arrangement means 1, 2, 2, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 0, 2. Likewise, it is a continuous arrangement of data elements in memory. So in that category only we are going in for the linear data structure. And it is mainly constructed using array data type. We all know the definition of array. It is having homogeneous data elements. Homogeneous means all are of same type. So roll number, all the numbers are all same types. 20101, 20102, 20103. Likewise, it goes on. 20165. Likewise, it goes on, right? So the continuous arrangement of data elements in the memory. And here the relationship, if we look into, the relationship of adjacency is maintained between the data elements in the linear data structure. Coming to the non-linear data structure, it is the opposite to the linear data structure. So you can define now without knowing this. It is just the opposite of that. So you can easily define the non-linear data structure. That is, it is constructed as a collection of randomly distributed set of data items joined together by using some special pointer. And here the relationship of adjacency is not maintained. This is very important between the data items. So the difference between linear and non-linear is, in the linear, the relationship of adjacency is maintained, but in the non-linear, the relationship of adjacency is not maintained. That is the main difference between linear and non-linear. So in the linear data structure, we are having 3 types, that is stacks, queues and lists. And in the non-linear data structure, we are having trees, graphs. These are the different data structures we will be studying in this course. Then operations on data structure. So we can perform these operations on any of the data structures, like adding an element and the first exercise, that is implementation of array, and different operations on array. So in the array, you will be going to perform these operations only: adding an element, deleting an element, then traversing the array, then sort the list of elements, search for a data element. So all these operations we can perform with any data structures, whether it is a simple, compound or linear, non-linear, anything, we can perform all these operations. So these are the basic operations on data structures. Next is the abstract data type. This abstract data type, most of the time it is called as ADT only. So it is a logical description of how we view the data and the operations that are allowed without regard to how they will be implemented. That is, the implementation detail is hidden from the user. So it is a logical representation is only there. The abstract view is only there. The gist is only there. Whatever is needed by the user, that alone is there. Not all the implementation details. Implementation details are only complex thing, right? So those implementation details are hidden from the user. So by providing the level of abstraction, we are creating encapsulation around data. You know, encapsulation means wrapping around. We are keeping something inside and we are wrapping around. So all the implementation details are hidden and only whatever the abstract view is shown to the user. So here the idea of information hiding comes into picture, that is encapsulating the details of the implementation, that is we are hiding them from the user's view. Mainly the implementation details are hidden from the user view, that is the abstract data type or ADT. So in this presentation, we discuss about the definition of data structure, then classification of data structures, then operations on data structures, and the abstract data type. In the next presentation, we will be discussing about introduction to algorithms. Thank you.